Personally, I don't think it's that bad, but these guys are driving with their hazards on. I don't think it's bad at all, really. If you're going down a hill, it's kind of rough, but Cleveland, Ohio, so you kind of expect this, you know? It's exciting. I don't know why you wouldn't expect it. And I'm still probably 25 miles from Lake Erie, so it's probably going to get a little worse. But let me know what y'all think. Do you think this is bad? Because if you're up in the mountains and them passes, it's way worse than this. I mean, we still got pavement for traction, so this guy's driving with his hazards on. I'm loaded, so that's, you know, it's, you're better driving loaded because you get more traction. You want to be heavier in this case. There's a guy stuck in the middle right there. Look, he wiped out. He's in the middle right there. Lost control, and then there's a semi over there, and he's stuck. So maybe it is worse than what I thought, but it says heavy snow possible till Saturday night. Tomorrow night. It's January 3rd, so I don't think we've seen anything as far as winter goes yet. We're going to see it's going to get a little worse. And you know, last week it was, well, earlier this week it was 50 degrees, so generally when I see that in Ohio, I expect it's probably going to be cold all the way through April. These guys are like driving in the middle of the road here. Oh, it stopped traffic up here. Wow. Oh, what's going on? This guy's sliding. Looks like. We kind of lost the lanes here a little bit. But the good thing is we got rumble strips over here, so you know you're a little too far over if you start rumbling. Get some of that ice off. That ice builds up fast on there. I still got 20 miles to where I'm going. Which I'm going even closer to it. I gotta go to Youngstown after this. So, I got quite a bit of room. I can see my lights right here. If I keep my windshield clear, I'm probably alright. It just piles up so quick. You'd think the wipers being on would help, but I just kind of let it build up for a second and then hit it because the heat on the windshield will help it from freezing on there. See, if you just keep going, the cold air hits your wipers and it makes it ice up. So you just let the heat do a little bit of the work for you. Oh, there's another vehicle. Oh, he's going to pull right out in front of me. Wow. What a douchebag. He shouldn't even have been in that medium. Medium. Shouldn't have been in the middle, daggone it. You know what I mean? But let that heat up on there. Driving right into the going too fast down this hill. That is nasty, though. You can't even see. My biggest fear is somebody going into your lane because they can lose their lane, and then next thing you know, they're in the middle of the road. I just try to keep my distance. Let the safety get around them. They probably worry about the same thing, you know. Especially in situations, it'd probably be good to get behind a plow. Yeah, see, this guy's in the middle of the road. He's in my lane and his lane. Look how far he is in my lane. He's got me all the way in the breakdown lane because he don't know where his lane's at. Now I can get over here. Have a little more room. Yeah, I'd rather not be behind somebody in this because they lock their brakes up and I don't have distance. Especially on this hill. I don't see anybody in front of me though. Not yet. Oh, there's somebody up there. Yeah, generally I wouldn't want to travel behind a plow, but this is one of those situations I wouldn't mind it right now. Yeah, they're going real slow. Oh, I went to go around them, this guy come flying around me. My trailer started sliding there. Yeah, the road itself is starting to get pretty slick now. Yeah, we're going uphill a little bit, so. Lower gears don't do you much good in this either because you just lose traction. Better off in a higher gear because you don't have as much torque, so it gives your tires a chance to grab a hold. We see some of these other semis struggling, it's probably because they're empty. I'm loaded and I'm pretty heavy, so that's helping me with my traction. He's a flatbed, so if he's empty, He's probably really light. And he's not a sleeper, he's a day cab, so he's even lighter. My truck and trailer, even is 30,000 pounds, so. Surprisingly, these trucks get pretty good traction if you're moving. Now, if you stop, you can lose that traction real quick. I don't know what that guy's doing. Taking a leak on the side of the road. He pulled under an overpass to take a leak. That is so trifling. Wow. That reminds me of my drinking days, honestly. That's something I probably would have did if I was drinking. Just keep blasting this windshield heat so I can get that snow off there. Otherwise, it's not going to. We're going to be able to see what's ahead. Oh, the life of a trucker. Sorry about the bumps. You're on a mountain. It's a pretty mountain, but sometimes it wants the truck to start shaking and just keep shaking. You're probably getting some of the engine, the compressor just kicked on. You got the wipers. You got the sound of the motor. But if you're just tuning in, this is lake effect snow. I'm real close to Lake Erie. And the rest of Ohio, we're supposed to get a couple inches, which we got some snow last night. But the closer you get to the lake, you can double that, triple it, sometimes quadruple it. And that's what we're seeing right here is lake effect snow. I'm on 271. I'm heading to Solon, Ohio, and I'm probably 15 miles from where I'm going. Thankfully, there's not a lot of traffic right now. I passed quite a few vehicles, but like I said, you'd be surprised. This semi probably gets better traction than most cars do. Here's the Cuyahoga River. You can see it's just huge, massive flakes, man, and it's coming down a little faster than I can even get it off my windshield. So I got my heat blasting high on that windshield, that way I can let it melt a little bit. If I just run those wipers consistently, it'll just clunk up in ice because it gets cold faster than it can get it off of there. So I let it build up a little bit, and the heat does a lot of the work, and that way it doesn't jam my wipers up. See how I wiped it off nice and smooth? Gotta let that defrost do most of the work. Winter blades are alright, but in this stuff at winter blades probably wouldn't even help. I'm really not a huge fan of winter blades because they don't wipe it that good. Yeah, they'll keep the majority of snow and ice off there because they're thicker, but it's not going to clear your windshield. So I don't know. This method is tried and true for me. Other people may do it different. Never been a fan of winter blades. On a car, they're not bad. I've had trucks where I take the winter blades off and put regular ones on. But it's coming down pretty good, man. This road was clear 30 minutes ago. And you see how quick it dumps up here off of that water. I mean, we're just getting cranked on right now. We're coming up on 480 and 80, and it's going to be a lot more traffic, so it's about to get ugly. When it's like this, it's only a matter of time before somebody does something stupid. Like right here, look. He done hit the guardrail. 271 north, we got a four-wheeler. He's in the fast lane. You guys watch out. He's blocking the whole highway. 271 north, heads up. We got a four-wheeler blocking the whole highway. 271 north, right before the 18, guys, heads up. We got a four-wheeler blocking the whole fast lane. No sooner than I said it, right there was an accident. I knew it, man. People just don't know how to drive in this. That's a shame because somebody's going to come flying up through there and they're not going to be able to stop quick enough and they're probably going to hit him. So I hope he's smart enough to get out of his car. And that's just the beginning. I bet you there's an accident over there. See how backed up they are already? Somebody's probably already wrecked over there. Let me get a heads up, 271 north before the 18. The fast lane's blocked. You got a four-wheeler that wiped out. Yins, get out of that fast lane. It's blocked. There's a four-wheeler blocking the whole lane. If you got a copy, northbound. We got a four-wheeler blocking the whole fast lane before the 18. And that's the benefit of having a CB, because if somebody's coming up at fast lane 40, 50 miles an hour, they're not going to have time to stop. But if they hear my radio traffic on their brakes, or they accident. And that's the benefit of having a radio out here. People think that CDs are useless. Well, that's just crazy to think that. CDs save lives. It is really coming down, y'all. I'm going to get over and let these guys merge. But I'm keeping an eye out to make sure nobody's wrecked in front of me. Because that's what'll happen. This is a 65 mile an hour zone. I'm going 45, 20 under the speed limit. You're supposed to, a rule of thumb for truck drivers is you reduce your speed by half. So that's about where I'm at. You figure 37, 50. But the important thing is you're keeping an eye out ahead of you. I'm looking as far as I can in front of me. That way I have plenty of time to give myself an out. Don't put yourself in a situation where you don't have an out. That goes to four-wheelers, two-passenger vehicles, the general public, but especially for semis, because it takes us 5 football fields at 55 mile an hour to stop this thing. So if there's a vehicle like there was back there blocking the whole lane, I need 5 football fields to avoid that collision, unless I've got an out. If I got an out, I don't have to stop to avoid that collision. The best thing I could do is probably maintain my speed and make a safe lane change if there's room over there. The worst thing I could do is slam on the brakes and panic, because then my trailer's going to lock up. That's probably going to put me into a jackknife, and I'm going to probably gain speed versus slowing down. And that is how a lot of accidents happen. And at this speed, with the amount of weight that I'm carrying, if I was to hit that person back here that blocked that lane, it would kill them. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They would not survive that. I would probably be okay. They're going to die. Because 80,000 pounds versus 3,000 pounds isn't even fair. And that is why, as professional drivers, we bear the weight of that responsibility. we all got somewhere to go and somewhere to be, but we all want to get home to our family as well. So as the professional driver, it's my responsibility to make sure y'all get to your families as well. And I have the greater responsibility because this thing here is a killing machine if you don't know what you're doing with it. 80,000 pounds would demolish a 4,000 pound vehicle. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, like that guy back here, he spun out, he blocked that whole lane. Had I not been paying attention, I was in that lane, or had I not given myself good distance. Like right here, I have good distance. I see them slowing down. I have gave myself enough room that I'll be able to stop even if they slam on the brakes. And the problem is sometimes passenger vehicles will get in front of us right there thinking we're trying to let them over, and we're just giving ourselves room to stop so we don't kill nobody. So if that happens, if somebody swings in front of me, I got an obligation to get off of my speed, get off my accelerator, and create more distance. A rule of thumb for 55 miles an hour is you find a landmark like that mile marker over there, and then you count from the vehicle in front of you. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000. That's a safe distance on good roads. This kind of road, your safe distance is actually going to be about 7 seconds. Now we're getting on 480. It's not really getting any better out here. It's probably going to get... Yeah, there's a police are over there, so I'd say probably... Yep, there's an accident. So there's an accident over there. Oh yeah, looks like he rear-ended somebody. That car's demolished, that's totaled out. I still got, probably 3.5 miles to go, but I'm off the freeway now. You see they're backed up over there? There's an accident over there too. You guys just be safe out there. Give yourselves room. We all want to make it home to our families, man. This winter season's just getting started, especially if you live in the Northeast or if you're in mountainous areas. I love y'all, man. I'm praying for you. Do the same for me. Let's take care of each other, man. Best thing we can do is just take care of each other.